Now the screen is visible. Students, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So write the heading, physical properties of alcohol. Physical property, we can say that, okay, screen is visible to everyone,
Ma'am,
No, ma'am.
presentation screen is not.
but this note is visible.
No, ma'am.
Okay, this is not visible. Wait. Now, is it visible? You check
Yes,
whether
ma'am.
the, okay, now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What is written at the top?
Properties of
Vehicle.
physical properties of
Physical properties of alcohol. Fine. Okay. So let us start. Physical properties of alcohols. Normally, physical properties are only three. Not physical properties are three, but we are discussing only three physical properties. These are the main points regarding discussion. First of all, physical state. Physical state, solid, liquid, or gas. So lower members are exist in the form of liquids. When we are going to higher side, like if number of carbon increase by 12 or 13, then the physical state also switch to next one. It will be in the solid state. Okay. Next topic is solubility. Solubility means are they soluble in water or not? Okay. So what is the basic principle behind solubility? If the type of bonding in two compounds means a solvent and solute are similar, then only solute dissolves in solvent. So in the case of alcohol also, suppose we consider lower members like ethanol. When we mix ethanol with water, then what will happen? Ethanol molecule is capable of making hydrogen bond with water molecule. So that is why ethanol is highly soluble in water. Okay, that is the reason why these lower members are highly soluble in water. Okay, see that lower members. Then what will happen when it will be go to higher member like carbon 6, 7, 8 and all. So when we are go to higher side, what will happen? Hydrogen bonding is formed there, but since the molecular mass increases, there are some other forces like steric hindrance also functioning along with us. So that's why when we are moving higher members, they are less soluble, or other words we can say that they are insoluble in water. Okay. Now next point is also there, isomeric alcohols. Isomeric. Alcohols are capable of exhibiting stereoisomerism. Suppose we take the first case, chain isomerism or position isomerism, and since here it is alcohol functional group is OH, so we will focus on position isomerism. According to the position of OH group, alcohols are broadly classified into three: primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. Okay. So what is the relation between solubility and branching? So solubility increases with the branching in the chain. So that means as the branching increases, solubility will also increases. Why? What is the reason? Branching increases, surface area decreases. You can compare. Suppose we take normal pentanol, or we can compare it with 2-methyl butanol, or we can say 2,2-dimethyl propanol. These three are considered under the category chain isomers. So surface area is less in the last case. That means 2,2-dimethyl propanol. Okay. So as the surface area decreases, solubility will increase. So this is the point you have to remember. Next point is boiling point. Alcohols show high boiling point compared to their alkanes. For example, boiling point of ethanol is high as compared to ethane, ethanol and ethane. What is the reason behind this? In ethanol, there is an additional bonding, and that is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Because of this hydrogen bonding, boiling point is more as compared to corresponding alkane. So this you can write in the form of a conceptual question. You can mention ethanol and ethane, which has high boiling point, and why? Okay, ethanol and ethane, which has high boiling point, and why? Or the question can be right like this: give reason. Ethanol shows high boiling point compared to ethane. So this is one example I had given. This is a general question. In general, alcohol show high boiling point compared to corresponding alkane. Corresponding means ethanol and ethane, butanol and butane, hexanol and hexane. This is the way. Okay. Second point regarding boiling point is comparison of 3 degrees of alcohol: primary, secondary, tertiary. So this is, I think this reason is known to you. Primary shows high boiling point. What is the reason behind this? Secondary shows less as compared to primary, and tertiary alcohol shows the least boiling point compared to the remaining two, for primary and secondary. What is the reason behind this? Why primary alcohol shows high boiling point and tertiary alcohol show low boiling point? Anyone can say the answer. What is the reason?
Ma'am, branching is increases.
Correct. So when branching is increases, what happen? What happened to, how is it related to boiling point?
Boiling point decreases.
Boiling point decreases. Why boiling point decreases? Because surface area become decrease. Correct. So I have already shown the answer in the previous topic. That's why I asked the question. Okay. Anyway, you can compare this in this way. Boiling point and vapor pressure are related. Vapor pressure and surface area are related. Okay. Primary alcohol surface area is more. Okay. Correct. Surface area is more. And the other case, surface area is less. So vapor pressure is less. So the boiling point will be less. Okay, this is all about physical properties. Now come to the second type of property, that is chemical properties, chemical reactions. So we know that alcohols having the functional group OH, and this is also very important. This point is very important. Wait for 1 minute. Alcohols are versatile compounds. You can note it down. Alcohols are considered as versatile compounds. What is the reason behind this versatility of alcohol? That is important. The reason behind the versatility of alcohol is at a time, or they can react as a nucleophile and an electrophile. This is the reason. they can react as a nucleophile and an electrophile. What do you mean by nucleophile? Nucleophile. Nucleophile means nucleus means positive charge. Phile means a positive charge attracting group. How can they behave as nucleophile? So that I have already shown here. Alcohol, you know, ROH. This oxygen has two lone pairs of electron because oxygen has 6 valence electron. Out of the 2 pair of valence electron, it reacts with the, see that this one is, see, positive charge reagent. So by using this lone pair of electron, it reacts with this carbon, forms a bond. You can look at this. Forms a bond. Since it lose one lone pair of electron, it gain a positive charge. And here there is a bond is formed between this oxygen and this carbon. Okay. And it further it reacts by losing a proton. How the proton is losing? See, look here. Here there is a covalent bond. Pair of electrons are involved. One electron of hydrogen and one electron of oxygen. And hydrogen gives the electron back to oxygen so that this positive charge is vanished. So it regain its pair of electron like this. So H is removed in the form of a proton. So this is the mechanism of the reaction where alcohol behave as a electrophile. So C plus means it is an electrophile. And here alcohol behave as a nucleophile. So this is the first reason it behave as a nucleophile. Second reason is it also behave as an electrophile. How it behave as an electrophile? In this case, let us think about second bond which is present in alcohol. Which is the second bond? That's why here I have shown one example like this. COH. Which bond is affected in this case? Which bond? You can see that this bond is affected. Okay. So the CO bond broken and they react as an electrophile. How it, sorry, try to understand this. Instead of R, you can put any example. You can put CH3, okay, methyl. Then the compound become ethanol. Or you can put a C2H5. Then it become propanol as you wish. It may be CH3 or it may be C2H5. Any example you can put, okay. Or it will be C2H5. Okay. So first, what is the first step? RCH. H2, 2 bonds are there. OH is there. Protonation takes place. So here you can write what do you mean by protonation. Protonation is addition of a proton. Okay. This is the first step of mechanism. How it behaves as an electrophile. So the first step is when it functions as an electrophile, the reaction takes place in the presence of an acid. So acid is a proton donor. That's why here we have a H plus. The reaction takes place in an acidic medium. So this H plus is coming from the acid. The reaction is known as protonation because protonation is addition of a proton. Now look at this reaction. By using H plus means the hydrogen has no electron to make bond with any other atom. But making use of this lone pair of electron, you can look this lone pair of electron, this oxygen make bond with this H plus. See that. Therefore, oxygen gain a partial positive charge. Not partial, complete, because this is the complete transference of electron takes place. That's why it is plus. This is the first step. So here you can write the name, this product, write the name protonated alcohol, right? First step, the name of the product is protonated. I'll try to write Okay. Protonated alcohol. Alcohol, you know how to write. So this is the product known under the name protonated alcohol. After that, here the reaction takes place, addition of a, see that Br minus. What do you mean by Br minus? It is a nucleophile, Br minus. See that it is a nucleophile. So second step is addition of a nucleophile. So here at a time, two reaction takes place. This pair of electrons shifted to what? This oxygen atom. And here a stable molecule is formed. You can see that H2O is formed. Since this electron is shifted into this side, carbon gain a positive charge. So that means it is a carbocation. This carbocation reacts with Br minus, forming haloalkane. So this is the name of the reaction. And here alcohol behaves electrophile. If you want, you can write the second process, name of second process. Second process is called dehydration reaction. When a nucleophile is added, dehydration takes place. Dehydration means removal of water. So this is all about the versatility of alcohol. So try to understand this, then try to write it yourself. First case, we can say that it is again a two-step process. First, attack of a electrophile with the alcohol. Then there we get the product. This one, you can, if you want, you can write, this is called the oxonium ion. Because oxonium ion is an ion where oxygen carry a positive charge. And this oxonium ion lose a proton, we get this product. Okay. So this reaction, we can say that it is deprotonation. This step is called the deprotonation. Deprotonation means removal of a proton. So it behaves as an electrophile. The reaction takes place in two steps because the reaction takes place in presence of acid. Since acid is a proton donor, first step is protonation. We get protonated alcohol. Then protonated alcohol reacts with the nucleophile, forms haloalkane and water. So this is the reason behind versatility of alcohol. So this is all about versatile nature. Now we will coming back. So when we are talking about chemical reactions of alcohol, the reactions are generally classified under three categories. Which are they? First one, reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. Second is reaction involving cleavage of CO bond. And last is reaction involving both alkyl group and hydroxyl group. Okay, so these are the three classes of chemical reactions of alcohol. Okay, so let us think about the first type now. Write the heading. Here you can write the heading. Put a mark like this, Roman letter 1 you can put. And reaction involving cleavage of OH bond. Cleavage of which bond? This bond, OH bond. Okay, this bond will break. Here the cleavage of this bond takes place. I'll try to. So this bond will break. So here let us discuss two reactions. First reaction, write 1. Put the number 1. Acidic character. Acidic character, very important point. Okay. When we say that a compound behaves as an acid, if it is capable of losing hydrogen as a proton, we can say that it behaves as an acid. Because of this, we have to write reaction of alcohol with metals. So here you can take two examples. One is sodium, another is aluminum. Write the equation. Okay. Alcohol react with sodium. You know that this hydrogen is removed here from here because cleavage of OH bond takes place. In place of hydrogen, which is coming now? Sodium. So hydrogen atom is formed, two such hydrogen atoms combined together forming hydrogen gas. This is considered as test for alcohol. In bracket you can write. Because one part of organic chemistry, one type of question coming from organic chemistry part is this one. Give a chemical test to distinguish following pairs of compounds. Okay, so we will discuss many points related to that topic. So this is one among that. So this is especially a test for alcohol. So you know the rest of the part. When alcohol reacts with sodium, hydrogen gas is formed. Hydrogen gas bubbles and it burns with the blue flame, and pop sound is producing when we show a burning splinter or matchstick near to the test tube. So in this way we can identify the presence of hydrogen gas. Okay, so in bracket you can write the question, or in the margin you can mention the question. Test for alcohol. And here I have shown one more equation. Intentionally I have put this example because this is an important reagent. Okay, that's why. Aluminium tertiary butoxide. So this is the name of the compound. Okay, so here you can write the equation. Here one oxygen is also there. So ROH, instead of R, here I have put this whole group, then OH plus aluminium. You know the valency of aluminium is 3. Therefore, here we have thrice aluminium.
Ma'am, O is inside
O
the
is
bracket or
inside.
outside?
O is inside the bracket.
Yes, ma'am.
Bracket is coming here. Here. Okay. Okay. So this two reactions shows that alcohols are acidic in nature. What is the reason behind? This is the reason. Due to polar nature of OH bond. What do you mean by polar nature? Harshit, can you say what do you mean by polar nature?
Then so
Polar. What do you mean by polar?
showing positive and negative charge.
Good. So it is capable of cleaving, resulting the formation of one positive and then one negative. Very good. So that is the reason behind the acidic nature. Okay. Alcohols are Bronsted acids too. Maybe you can recall that alcohol do not shows any litmus test, isn't it? When we show blue litmus in
Yes, ma'am.
alcohol, so it will not changes into red. What is the reason behind that? Alcohols are behave as acids, Bronsted acids. Bronsted acid means what? According to Bronsted concept, acids are those substances capable of losing H plus. Okay, they can capable of losing H as H plus. That is why they are known under the name Bronsted acid. Because of this reason, it will not show any color change in litmus paper. So this is the reason. So when we discuss the Bronsted concept, we know a conjugate base and conjugate acid is also formed. Look at the equation, ROH plus B. Okay, and since it is a Bronsted acid, alcohol lose H plus. So here we have, when it lose H plus, this pair of electron is coming back to oxygen. That's why 3 lone pairs of electrons are there and there is a minus charge. You can write the name of this product. Write the name. It is called the alkoxide ion. Write the name. It is important. Alkoxide. Alkoxide ion. It is X only. Okay. Alkoxide ion. Okay. So alkoxide ion is also called a conjugate base. Okay. Now second topic is acidity of alcohols. Acidity of alcohol. Acidic nature of alcohol is due to the polar nature that we have seen. But why they are not behave as a proper acid? What is the reason behind? Very important. We know that this alkyl group, it is considered as electron releasing group, especially if R is replaced by CH3 or C2H5. When C3H7 is coming, this effect will be reduced. Okay, but for methyl and ethyl group, it is totally behave as an electron releasing group. And imagine when this R releasing electron, so electron density on oxygen atom increases. So if oxygen has sufficient electron density within it, then it has less tendency to break OH bond. So that means its acidic nature will be less. So this is the reason behind why alcohols are not showing any color change in the blue litmus paper. Okay, so this is the reason. Understand? So this reason we can say it in this way also, electron releasing R group, or we can say that it is due to plus I effect. You know that plus I effect, inductive effect, plus I. This also we can say. Okay, so this is the way we can justify this answer, justify this topic. Which topic? Why alcohols do not show any litmus test positive. That means blue litmus paper is not changes into red. Why? What is the reason behind? Okay, so this is important. Now, this is a question. Okay, which is the question? This one. Write the question. Show that alcohols are weaker acid than water. Alcohols behave as weaker acid even compared to water. Why is it so? Okay, write the question. Try to write it. Show that alcohols are weaker acid than water. This reaction simply we can explain with the help of chemical equation. So here I have already written the answer. You can put this example. Alkoxide ion plus water. So we get alcohol plus OH minus. So in this reaction, we can see that water behave as a proton donor than alkoxide ion. Therefore, we can say that alkoxide ion is a stronger base even than NaOH. Okay, so this is the answer you can write. Water, first you write this equation, alkoxide ion plus water gives alcohol plus OH minus. Then you can justify it. In this particular case, water behave as a proton donor as compared to alkoxide ion. That's why it is a stronger acid compared to alcohol. So alkoxide ion, we can say that it is a stronger base even compared to NaOH. Okay, so this we are not discussing now. So this is all about the acidic nature. Now write the next equation, next reaction, right. What is the name of the reaction? Esterification reaction. I hope you know the reaction well. Esterification reaction. But here we will discuss in a different way. What is esterification? Esterification reaction is reaction between alcohol and carboxylic acid resulting in ester. So this is the esterification reaction we have learned. Now this time we will discuss in a different way. Alcohol when reacts with any of the three reagents, any of the three. Which are the three? Maybe they are carboxylic acid like this R-COOH. Maybe they are acid chlorides, acid chloride like RCOCl. Maybe they are acid anhydride like R-CO whole twice O. If alcohol reacts with any of these reagents, resulting an ester. So this reaction is called the esterification reaction. Okay. But in all the three cases, the byproducts are different. Clear? First case, let us think about first case. Here I had given only general reaction. Simultaneously, you can write a specific reaction. So I will help. You will try to write general equation first, then write a specific example. Okay. ROH plus R-COH, carboxylic acid. It is a reversible reaction, and here the reaction medium is an acid. That means concentrated sulfuric acid. Here we get the ester ROCOR dash. How the reaction takes place? This OH eliminated along with this H as a water molecule. So that means this hydrogen and this OH. Imagine this RO and which is bonded to this O, this oxygen. So that's why here I have written ROCOR dash. So this is ester. And the byproduct obtained is water. Clear? Second case. See, here you can put the example. Write the example. CH3CH2OH. Okay, ethanol. Write the equation with ethanol. All of you try to write ethanol. Ethanol, I will write only the term, word. You have to write the formula. CH3CH2OH, R-COH. Here you can put, instead of R dash, you put CH3. That means ethanoic acid. CH3COOH. Okay. Then again you can show the removal of water molecule in this way, H and OH. And it is a reversible reaction. Above the arrow you can mention concentrated sulfuric acid. And the product obtained is ethyl ethanoate. Name of the product. Ethyl ethanoate. And the byproduct obtained is water. Okay. Ethyl ethanoate means CH3, CH2O, CO, CH3. Okay. Specific example. So I'll tell somebody else to read it. Govin, can you read the equation? Specific example. Govin?
Yes, ma'am.
Read,
Yes, ma'am.
Read.
CH3 CH2OH plus CH3 COOH.
Correct.
COOH
Very good.
reversible sign concentrated H2SO4 C2H5OCO or ma'am CH3 plus H2.
Very good, very good. So let us think about next reaction. Come. ROH plus R-CO whole twice. Twice will be coming here. Okay. O is outside the bracket. This is called the acetic anhydride. Sorry, acid anhydride. Acid anhydride. Okay. How will we get anhydride from an acid? Anyone? Anhydride from an acid? Anyone? How we get anhydride from a carboxylic acid? Can anyone say the answer? Anyone? That's why I am not such. Say. How can we? Say loudly. Who is there?
Ma'am, Manjul.
Manjul, say.
Ma'am, through esterification.
No. I am asking, how can we prepare an anhydrate, acid anhydrate from a carboxylic acid?
Ma'am, by
Reacting with sulfuric acid.
Okay, reaction with the
And
sulfuric
when we
acid.
remove
Right.
water from it.
Good. When in
Yes, ma'am.
you can write it yourself and find out. Right, in the margin you can write, or in one side of your copy you can write CH3COOH, right? CH3COOH plus. Then you write acetic acid in the reverse way. That means HOOC bond CH3, right? Then remove one water molecule in between these two molecules. So what is there? CH3COO CO CH3. Correct? Is it correct? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So CH3CO is double, but oxygen is single. So this is the exact case there. Okay. So R dash CO whole twice O. That means acid anhydride. Then reacts with the concentrate. In presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, we get an ester. And here the byproduct obtained is a carboxylic acid. Okay, this is general reaction. Write a specific example. Keep the same alcohol, ethanol, and here you can put, instead of R dash, you can put CH3. CH3CO whole twice O. If you want, you can write the name of that anhydride, acetic anhydride. Acetic. If R instead of R dash, if CH3 is coming, it is called the acetic anhydride. So we get R instead of R, we have ethyl group CH3CH2O CO CH3. Okay, this is an ester, and here we have a carboxylic acid. And the last reaction, acid chloride R dash CuCl. You can see that here it is an irreversible reaction, and the reagent is different, and the medium is also different. Pyridine. What is pyridine? Pyridine is a six-membered ring in which nitrogen is considered as a member in the six-membered ring. Imagine that benzene, all 6 carbon atoms are there. Instead of 1 carbon, if it is replaced by N, nitrogen, so that compound is called the pyridine. In short, we can say that pyridine is a base. Okay, the reason is also important. And R dash CuCl, acid chloride. How we get acid chloride? From carboxylic acid. Instead of R dash, we can put CH3. So it will be CH3CuCl, acid chloride. It is coming from corresponding carboxylic acid. Why here the medium is pyridine? Because it is an irreversible reaction. And here how HCl is removed. Look here. This H, hydrogen from the alcohol, move along with this chlorine. Okay, along with this chlorine, this is the way HCl is eliminated. Okay, and you connect it ROOC R dash plus HCl. What is the use of pyridine? Why is it important? Why pyridine basic medium is here? What is the reason? Anyone can say within 1 minute. Otherwise, I will explain. What is the reason behind pyridine? 2 reasons are there. What is the reason? What are the possible reasons? Okay, I'll tell. First of all, here we get the byproduct HCl. According to Le-Chatelier principle, here this is an irreversible reaction. So Le-Chatelier principle is also not working. And in the case of pyridine is a base and HCl is an acid. As soon as HCl is formed in the reaction medium, pyridine reacts with HCl to form a salt. So byproduct is removed as early as possible from the reaction medium so that the preparation of ester will be accelerated. So this is the reason behind the use of pyridine in this particular reaction. This reaction is also called esterification because in this reaction also ester is formed. Before coming to the second period, try to write a specific equation of last reaction. Okay, so we will move now. I'm stop sharing. And I'm back. So we will see in the next class.